Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile.
Hello. Welcome all our listeners. Welcome back to Marci Mondays, to the Have Marci on Us podcast show. Monday at 8:15 today. Excuse the tardiness. But as promised, I'm here within that time frame. Anyway.
When we supposed to be.
When we supposed to be here. And thank you all for waiting on me. Today, I have a repeated guest, but I actually have a special guest today. Mr. Ricky Brooks.
Hey, everybody.
It's been over a decade. Can y'all put your hands together for Mr. Ricky for taking time to...
Hey, everybody.
On the whim, because I invited him here before, but on the whim today, he said... I asked him about a topic, and he was very passionate about a few of them. And I said, you know what, why don't you call in? He said, oh, why don't I make it? I said, let's do it. And, of course, we have Reno back with us.
Back again,
like you said. Of course, we thought we were going to have Cecily here today. We thought we were. But she had an emergency. Listeners, everybody, pray for Cess, whatever's going on. And hopefully we will see her again. And we got Black Mark.
Black Mark checking in. How you doing, everybody?
How's everybody doing? Those comments. Let us know. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know if you can hear us.
Let us know where you tuned in from. Everybody put a black fist
and let us
fist
know
in the comments.
Let us know
where
that
you tuned in from, what city and state you're tuned in from, and all that.
Exactly.
On Facebook and YouTube, by the way.
Yes. So I want to start out with saying happy birthday to my niece Nola. Happy birthday to you. To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. She's 8. She's 8. And she's living the big life out there in New York City. Love you, girl. Now the most important news is out of the way. We're going to go into... Wait, I didn't even ask you all how you all's day was. How was your all's day? How was your Monday, Renard?
Amazing. I started reading this book. Make the Hood.
You didn't even tell me you was bringing a book here. You ain't tell me nothing about who's this?
Man. Hey, this is like knowledge crack right here. Everything that you need in life. Y'all see that?
Knowledge crack.
Yep.
Everything
that you need about self.
In a book.
Shout out to my man Asa. You know Asa. He went to Renaissance with us.
Asa? Asa. 06?
Yeah.
I do know Asa.
Yeah.
Asiatic.
My guy.
Oh, he used to call himself Asiatic. I definitely need to get more into books.
Yeah. It's a start. It's number 1 on Amazon right now.
Oh. Holla.
Yeah. And he signed it.
Asa Lockett?
Yep. And he signed it in a gold marker.
He's been, he was one of those 4.0 people that, and to continuously get a 4.0 at Renaissance, you gotta really be like
very intelligent brother,
and have a lot of time and really not be interested in a lot of things other than academics and thinking a lot. But Asa, I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, there we go.
Check that out, and maybe we can bring you here one day if you want to promote this book.
Yeah. I can make that happen. I can set that up.
Yeah, definitely.
But other than that, my day has been amazing, yo. Amazing. I'm alive. The sun came out today. My crystals is blinging. You know what I'm saying?
Now, do you charge those?
I don't have to. I only charge them once a month, and the full moon, and once in sunlight. So like a whole day, once a month.
Okay, I never really got too far into those, but that necklace makes me more intrigued every time.
It's calling you.
Just like I called Ricky today. How was your day, Ricky?
My day, I had a marvelous Monday.
Okay, you said work was great.
Work was great. I deal with kids every day, and I don't think I will want to do anything else for a long time.
That's awesome.
Can we really show some appreciation to the people who work with our children in these schools every day?
That's awesome.
Because, thank you so much for your service. And thank you for your time today.
Oh, no problem.
How was your day, Marci?
I woke up at like 4.
PM.
Not telling you.
Oh, I got a haircut
What
too.
the hell were you doing out all damn night? Had you sleeping till 4 p.m.
What was yesterday?
in
Sunday.
the daytime?
Ooh, sinful Sunday.
Well, you know, I think I had
Somebody
a
wasn't
real
at
heavy
church.
meal. I had a heavy meal like late at night. You know, sometimes that stuff makes you sleep.
Oh, that's what you call. That's what it's called now. Heavy meal.
Heavy meal.
You had your gut stuffed.
Do it.
Oh, that's what happened. Oh,
I know all about those gut stuffings.
Yeah.
Woo!
Tend to have you in the bed till 4 p.m. the next day. Sounds like a
Real hard,
diagnosis
hard
to
on your
me.
stomach.
Yeah.
hard on your stomach. All righty then. Yeah, you're not helping yourself out anymore with that. Not helping.
So today, but here's what pissed me off today.
At 4 o'clock. 4:15.
When I woke up and realized that I was really going to be talking about the fact that this judge really said, yes, I know this jury is mostly white and 11 white people, only one black person, and y'all are clearly showing discrimination, but I'm going to let this go on. We're going to continue with the case. That's what pissed me off today.
Yeah, I mean that can ruin.
Nothing about. I'll say damn near nothing, but yeah, nothing about the American judicial system surprises me at this point. This system was designed to operate the way that it's designed,
I mean, to
and we
slap
shouldn't be
me,
surprised.
slap my
about
cheek
it.
on the side, but at this point, you slapping me downward, like
No.
pow.
Okay, so this is
Like,
how I feel about it. For years and years and years, we've been asking the judicial system to give us a true jury of our peers. They gave them folks a jury of their peers.
they've been doing that.
Gave them folks a jury of their
Them folks.
peers.
Now, of course, I would love to have us, but like you said, we know this is gonna happen.
Have we been?
When it came out on the news, I was like, oh, they gonna walk. They might skip.
The fact that you seen him sitting next to the judge, over his shoulder, watching the video, the evidence, and that when have you ever seen
Somebody that close to
the judge, just sitting there?
Well, if you think about this, Southern
They
Georgia.
were cool with it.
The last time I seen somebody cool with a judge and cool with the prosecution was when my man got killed in his house, and the family even came to say, "Oh, you know what? We forgive you." It was cool with the judge.
Oh,
Yeah. And the dude,
See, like
the-
nothing
the
surprises
dude
me. It's
hugged him,
literally
hugged
like
the
it's the
killer,
same
yeah,
story,
hugged
but it's
Oh,
a different
yeah.
cast of characters.
They end up
Same old
losing.
shit, different toilet. That's
Didn't
it.
they end up losing like something else, like a lawsuit or something, because he forgave her on camera or hugged her? But
Possibly.
one thing I'm tired of them making it so that we have to always forgive them for certain shit. You know,
Right.
it's sickening.
We
You know,
are
like,
a lot of us are sensitive to white tears. We're sensitive to offending and making them uncomfortable in general, unconsciously. So it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like it's ingrained in a lot of us to be sensitive to the powers
We're
that be.
programmed to be docile.
A lot of people are. I'm not gonna say all of us, but
Yeah, I'm saying generally, not individually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just on a mass scale,
I
you know,
guess.
people are
it sucks to
watered
admit.
down.
It sucks
programmed.
to admit. It sucks to
Because we're a part of it and feel like, okay, if we're a part of it, we should be able to do something about it, and we can't because, unfortunately, we live in a world nowadays where if the masses say something, no matter if it's wrong or if it's against the law or whatever, but if it's the majority of people doing it or going with it, you're wrong if you don't go with it. So that's just where we are now.
Well, as far as you saying that they were given a jury of their peers and that we've been asking for that, I think black people have been asking for a jury that is humane, not necessarily not necessarily our color, but people who are going to fairly look at a trial. And here we go. It just so
Like, we're not
happens
telling-
that most white, not saying most, most white people, the way they live their lives in their general lifestyle is not going to have, they are not going to have a completely sound, unbiased outlook on majority subjects that come through the courtroom, especially if the subjects don't look like them.
Right.
So
Okay, let me play devil's advocate real quick.
Uh-oh.
I literally just read a status on Facebook. Hey, how many of y'all throw away y'all jury summons?
I
Like-
actually respond to them because I don't want them to come for me.
No, okay, so I respond to them because I love jury duty. I love it with a passion.
I haven't done
because
it
it
yet.
gives me a chance to be that voice. We literally have people who go to jail. Oh yeah, I didn't show up for jury duty. You know you had jury duty. It's a big ass envelope that comes to your house. You know you had jury. Your mama gonna call you and tell you got jury duty. She gonna yell down in the basement, "Hey, you got jury duty."
I don't want to be arrested. So when I was living out of town, I would get those summons to my house in Detroit because
And come back to Detroit.
I never changed my license to Maryland. So my mom would send them to me, and I will always respond and say, I don't live in the state. I don't care if it was a day or two before they got there. I need to let them know that I'm not skipping. I'm just
But a lot of us
there.
don't care about jury duty. Or we'll go there and we'll be like, "Oh, I say this, so I don't have to." No,
it really makes a difference in somebody's life, and I guess I would like that.
like the couple times I've been on the jury, we literally made a difference because it was white people, black people, Mexicans, it was a very mixed jury.
roster.
Yeah, it was a mixed roster of jury people. We went through the selection process, all of that, and my man's was literally facing time for him scrapping somebody, and my man's losing. He's saying, "Oh, he brought a gun," and then we looked at all of the facts. He ain't got no gun. Nobody said he had a gun.
See,
So it's like, imagine an all-white jury. Yeah, he
that
had
didn't
one.
care. Yeah, that just was gonna roll with it, and imagine how many times that has happened.
Yeah.
Of
So
course, that's happened. So
we definitely need a change in the judicial system for sure.
But you know what? I feel the same. The reason why there's a void in that is probably the same reason why there's a void in voting, simply because people don't believe in the system enough to participate in it. You know what I'm saying? Or to participate in it, it feels like I am involving myself in corruption, or I am signifying that I believe that this system works by just participating in it.
What I do is I participate in the parts that I believe will make the most difference. So
And I'm
I'll
not,
go
and
to
I'm
a
not
local
advocating
election or
for
something.
or saying that that's right to feel that way, because I understand the importance of voting and jury duty.
But
like
I
you're
understand
saying.
other people's sides too that say, "What the fuck difference am I making?"
Yeah.
I understand those people too. I mean, and I have those feelings about certain
No
things
matter if
too.
I do vote, whoever they want in office is going to get in office.
Yeah.
No matter if I go to jury, if they want this dude to go to jail, he's going to jail. So that's the mentality of.
And I mean, fuck it, have fun with it. I went to the voting box and I wrote my mom's name in for commissioner for District 1 because it wasn't a candidate there.
Your mom, she could be the police commissioner. How you?
Of District 1, guess what? My mom could tell you a lot about the neighborhood, especially about EL 7 mile, 7 mile, Lasser Evergreen. And she was in a meeting today, town hall meeting today, but we'll talk about that later. But I did write her name in, and I said something to her about it. She said, "I almost wrote mine in too."
That would have been 2 votes.
Two
Two votes, and you know what? There was no other candidate there.
Yeah, y'all could have won.
I'm telling you.
Yep.
We had a chance. Ma, we fumbled that one, Ma. We got the next one.
Yeah, definitely.
We got the next one.
Next 4 years.
Except I'm gonna put my name in there.
Man,
So it's like
I almost wrote my name in for mayor. Real talk. Like, you know what? I should have told people to do this last week. I would have at least made the news. Marci, Menefee.
we got 19 viewers right now. This is lit right now.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Let's see what the comments are saying. Thank y'all for tuning in.
I also agree with you 200%.
200%. That's
Yeah.
2 votes.
Hey,
2
Eric.
full votes and 1 person.
You said what?
That's 2 full votes.
2
200%.
100 plus another 100.
It's 2.
I think Asa's auditioning to come on the show. But hey, you don't have to do all that, man.
The Asa's tuned in. Hey, Asa.
Yeah.
How you doing? Long time no see. Long time no see. Who else is tuned in? Kanika?
I finally made it up.
Tisha?
Nortisha.
Hey? Yes, I used to do her hair in Baltimore. How y'all doing out there?
How she look?
Miss you too, Tisha.
How she look.
She is a baddie. She's a baddie. She's a baddie.
I'm coming to
So-
your face, Nortisha.
So how do y'all think? So with the Ahmaud Arbery case, now I'm not too surprised because the guys involved who killed Ahmaud were former law enforcement, and they thought that they thought they still were the law. So I'm pretty sure everybody there is holding hands. They probably eat dinner together with the judge and stuff down
it's a small
there.
area, and I believe
Is that Southern Georgia?
all of Georgia is Southern Georgia to me.
I know, but it's just like
Is
Southern
it the
Georgia.
southern
is
part
just-
of Georgia?
yeah.
I only been to ATL and what's where do they got the fish place at?
I haven't been like many times there as an adult. I used to go there as a kid. But
Decatur, maybe.
No,
not Decatur.
Marietta. That's where I went.
so one time, me and my dad, we took a road trip down to Florida, and we were coming back up through Georgia. And my dad's from Tuskegee. He's 77 years old. He's a veteran. Happy belated Veterans Day to all the veterans. And so we were coming up through there, and I didn't understand exactly what he was saying, but he said he said, okay, do you need to stop before we go into Georgia? Because I don't want to stop in southern Georgia, until we get, I really don't want to stop really much at all through there. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. And so he's like, no, really, if you have to use the bathroom. Now, my dad's really big on traveling. Well, he was big on road tripping. He still does road trip. So we actually had a portable toilet in the back of the truck. Like, it's like it's a long story. But and I didn't want to use it, though. He knew that I wanted to get out the car. So what happened was I ended up having to use the bathroom. And there was a Dairy Queen in southern Georgia. And I keep saying southern Georgia because this is all I remember him saying. And so he was upset that, that I had to stop. And I never really understood why he was upset that I had to pee, But he was very uncomfortable. He was disappointed. His face, I was just like, I just got to pee. Do you know I walked up to that Dairy Queen door? It was like a Dairy Queen gas station. I heard a click. There was a Confederate flag outside of that gas station. I didn't know what a Confederate flag was. I was very young. I mean, maybe like 4th grade. I didn't know the weight of it, But now I get it. Now that I'm older, why exactly he didn't want to stop there, and whatever PTSD and flashbacks he may have had as being a youngin' coming through there. But that just shows you. And that was what, 20 years ago? No, not even 20 years ago. So people still locking doors on niggas in southern Georgia is what I'm saying.
Yeah. People still locking doors on
little
niggas. Kids
that want to come to the bathroom. That's all I heard.
Marci was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. He was like, too damn bad. Like,
I yanked the door. I yanked the door. My dad was so pissed. Come back to the car. Come back. Come to the car. And he was upset that I didn't get in there. And I didn't understand what's going on. I'm like, this gas station's open. What's the deal? Well, my kind was not allowed to urinate there.
Yeah.
And my kind did not urinate there.
And you're still dealing with like the state that basically was like the high class racism. Like they told Ray Charles, like, nah, we don't like you here, nigga.
They are really hell bent on maintaining racism.
Yeah, for sure.
So, well, enough about that. Since we got the feel of Georgia, we said we were going to talk about this Rittenhouse nigga, this little white kid.
Wigga.
Man, yeah.
Oh, them fake tears.
Yeah. Man, like, and you know what really irritated me is like I've been in situations where like I tried to force myself to cry, and like the right tear don't come when the left tear come, so it's just like one. So it legit looked like.
Can we take a pause and you tell us the situation? Like, did you get caught cheating and you had to like apologize?
No, like it. So like it'll be sometimes where I get like caught up in something and I would have to like win an argument. So like I feel like if I get like really emotional, because I'm not an emotional person, but when I get there, it's like, oh shit, it's coming.
Oh, it's
I
real.
win.
It's real.
I win. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, I'll be like, doing everything I gotta do, and then when they tell me about myself, because sometimes I can't take it when people tell me about myself. You know what I'm saying? So
really?
so I'll be like, oh shit, I gotta cry, and then I'll be like, I would like literally think about the worst childhood moment or like getting a whooping, and then just be like. I can't take it, and then like that one tear come and I'm like, yeah, and then the other one be like, not coming, so like I just like wipe it. You just gotta wipe your face and make it seem like, yeah. Well, no, it's not. You don't have to force it to come out, but you have to make it seem like it's just really got you fucked up. I caught it
before.
Yeah, and that's exactly what my man's did. Like, and you could see it. It was like when he started fake crying. I thought about that picture that they had with him in the bar, drinking, smiling, and laughing.
With a free as fuck shirt on.
Right.
He's still only 18.
I don't give a fuck how old he is.
No, I'm saying like he's in a bar. He's in a bar drinking.
Oh yeah, a bar drinking. Like
this guy is a tyrant.
It's so much stuff that's going on in that situation that pisses me off. Like for him to grab a gun, travel across state lines for some shit that has nothing to do with you. For people that didn't ask for your help, that we found out now. Oh, I was going to help businesses. We don't know this nigga.
Why would they call a child? Why would they call a kid, a 17-year-old kid?
Exactly. So you're doing all of this shit, and then when you get confronted or whatever happens, you shoot. First off, you're in the wrong for having a gun.
I don't even know. He was confronted after he shot. Correct.
I don't care when he's confronted. You have a gun and you're in the wrong.
Period.
That's period. Like literally, like. Police have stopped and frisked people just for having a gun, and you got 2 years in jail.
Yeah.
You got 2 years. No, you got 2 years in federal prison. They will stop you up here and ship your ass down south
Just for
to
having one.
southern ass Georgia, away from your family because you have a gun.
Well, that particular charge was dropped by the judge because
How do you drop a gun when we see you had a
because
gun?
They dropped the charge because he was 17 and the charge would have been a minor in a person under 18 in possession of a gun, but they dropped it because it was not assault. It wasn't short barrel. So the judge dismissed the count of possession of dangerous weapon by a person under 18, which would have been a misdemeanor because it was not a short barrel. One of his lawyers found a loophole and that would have been the least of his charges in this case. They said it would have been only 9 months anyway.
Damn, the KKK paying out.
Hey, right? I got a few. I wrote down a few notes about this particular case. So his attorney argues that he was ambushed by a crazy person, which was one of the people that he shot, and he was afraid for his life, or he was afraid for his gun being taken from him. So he killed 2 men, all the men he killed were white, and he injured one other person. The prosecutor did show drone footage showing Rittenhouse pointing the weapon at demonstrators. This is what caused whatever frenzy. And this is what starts the incident. So, but there's no footage of him being wrestled, the gun being wrestled from him.
Because it didn't happen.
No, it didn't.
Remember that
It
fake
literally
crying?
didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that fake crying that I was telling you guys about?
Yeah.
He literally painted, and I don't know if you all saw this, but he was like, when he was talking, he was tapping his finger. Tapping his finger like that.
Like to create pain.
Not
Trying to
necessarily
seem crazy.
pain, but maybe trying to
Trying to
act crazy. But
That's
to
what they
like
do.
it's like a pressure point, I guess, in your fingers or something. Where it was like I seen it a lot when people are like about to like attempt to do a breakdown. Like it was just so, it made me cringe because he was like
So
crying, and then he like looked over at the judge, and then the judge was like, all right, we gotta take a break. He like literally looked at the like those
They
like
can
Kevin
do
Hart.
that. They can do that. White tears are powerful. Okay.
How
Very
Kevin
powerful.
Hart was like,
That's why we have
help
to
me,
collect them.
nigga. That's what he was saying. He was like, help me, judge. Like,
That's exactly what it was. It was like
it's sickening.
And the fake crime really, because I'm sitting here looking and I'm like, you doing that stuff that, like I said, like dudes do when they get caught cheating. It's like, dog, you were cheating. Like you wasn't crying when you were cheating, but now that your girl caught you.
Because it was
Now you
fun.
got these
It was fun while he was doing it.
While it was doing
It was
did you
fun
see-
while
did
Rittenhouse
you
was
see-
doing it.
Did you see? It was. I don't know how true the caption was on the meme, but there was a caption that said Rittenhouse when he was telling his friends about the murder, and he was just kind of laughing and joking. I mean, this is after a picture that was taking him after, but he hadn't been locked up,
in the free as fuck shirt.
Yeah.
When he made bail.
right? And
That's crazy.
and then him when he was telling the judge in the court about it, and he's boo-hooing.
Yeah.
It's like, we'll keep that same. Where's that energy that you had the first time?
They would have used that stuff against him if he was, of course, different color. But now they're like, no, let's stick by the law. And what's happening in court, that's the only thing we're going to count. The prosecutors agree with you. I mean, of course, they say that you lost the right to self-defense when you're the one that brought the gun, started the frenzy, and created the danger. Okay? Okay, so
I think that white boy don't walk.
seeming like it nowadays, we can't say not because we're like,
We literally
say
seen something. We see something on TV or we hear something like, till this day, Zimmerman, like the name pisses me off. Somebody could be named Zimmerman. Like if I was ever named Zimmerman,
Very triggering.
I gotta change my name because we listened to a tape of this man say, "Hey, I'm following this kid. He looks suspicious. Hey, don't follow this kid. You follow this kid, and this kid whoops your ass.
And we connect
and
all
then
this
you
to your
shoot
name
him.
now.
He whoops your ass, and then you shoot him, saying it's self-defense. It's not self-defense.
And they slapped us downward in the face and said, no, it's okay because another law enforcement kid, another guy whose family's in law enforcement, and they're showing that it's who you know. So Rittenhouse is facing a mandatory life sentence if he's convicted for the most serious crime, which would be first-degree intentional homicide, which is Wisconsin's top murder charge. Rittenhouse also said he knew his victims weren't armed. And it's clear that he lied about being wrestled. Like you said, that was not even on camera anywhere. My question is, why does a 17-year-old have an AR? Let's talk about these gun laws here.
That's a good question.
17-year-old.
Okay,
a 17-year-old has an AR, right?
Why is it
That's his
17?
mom. Did he get it from his mom?
Well, his mom allegedly gave it to him, and like you say, he crossed state lines with it. He got it from
I believe
somewhere.
I believe a 17-year-old didn't have an AR. A 17-year-old had access to an AR.
Or,
If it's an AR, was it an AR-15? Was that the
down south? Down south, they have this new sport, I guess, and it talked about the other case we was talking about. But you know, they down there hunting niggas. So I wouldn't
And
be
that
surprised.
is very true. That is
I
very
wouldn't
true.
be surprised that a 15-year-old, a 10-year-old would have an AR-15 because they down there hunting niggas.
Do we need to talk about the Ahmaud Arbery case? We've
Yeah.
seen them basically
Do
hunt
it.
this dude down
Exactly.
for what they said was
For
walking
sport.
through the town, walking through an abandoned house or something in that subdivision, and they thought he was stealing something.
Yeah. It's literally, it's like for them to call and all of that stuff, for them to even know that.
Nicole
hey,
said his mom took him across state lines with a gun.
Yeah.
So
So
should be
where
held
is she
accountable.
at? Where is she at in this situation?
I don't know, but I would like to use an AR on her.
That's aid. That is that the definition of aiding and abetting? You're helping someone break the law.
I mean, she showed those things.
We don't condone violence here on the show. We don't want to be using no ARs on nobody.
Oh, we're not using ARs on anybody.
I built AR-15s and Glocks. I learned in the beginning of the pandemic because I thought when COVID came, you know, like I thought that
That was
people
the
was gonna
beginning
turn
of the
into zombies, you know.
You started locking and loading.
I thought people were gonna be raiding people's houses and everything, so I watched a bunch of YouTube videos on what to do and how to put them together. I made literally everybody in my household an AR-15 and like a matching Glock to go with it. So
See,
it's pretty-
I gotta show you something after the show. I gotta
pretty
show you
Out of
something after
metal,
the show.
you like the metal.
So you buy it piece by piece online,
Oh, okay,
and they
okay.
ship it. The only problem is it took a long time to build because everything was backstock because ammunition went up and
Shipping-
gun parts went
shipping and
up
cr-
and
shipping all that
shipping.
stuff.
Yeah.
It took like 5 weeks to get one part. So, but yeah, they're all done now, and I have them all locked away. So if anybody wants to come to the crib and try some fuck shit, we got you. You know what I'm saying? We got you.
Well, speaking of protecting your house, that's exactly what the baby thought he was doing.
Yeah.
He thought he was protecting his house by kicking out Danny Lee. Can we talk about that?
No, he wasn't protecting his house.
Can we
But we
talk
can
about
definitely
that?
talk about that.
Let's talk about that because we want to talk about that. The
Okay.
baby streamed an argument between him and his baby mama, Danny Lee. I don't know much about Danny Lee, but I know she's a reality star, right? And a rapper.
I guess.
I know she released a song.
Okay.
You count that as being a rapper, then I guess.
Look, we living in a situation where people literally get signed for a song.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, TikTok era. If you did not see the video, basically they were arguing back and forth, and he's saying, "I need you to leave," and she's holding the baby, and she's saying, "Oh, really? For real? Me and my kid?" And he's like, "I just want you to leave." So he calls the police on her, and we don't know what happened before then. I don't know what happened after then, but we do know that he wanted the police to peacefully escort her and her baby out. Her side is she's saying he's upset that I got a plan B sent to his house and he got jealous, so he told her to leave. Her and her baby says you need to go leave and go fuck on these other guys. She said he wants to keep fucking on me with no responsibility. She said he just want to shoot up the club, you know. She said he has no problem having all these multiple baby mamas, and now she's saying that he's trash, you know. How long have they been together?
I would say I would have to go back and check.
I think like a year and a half. Or
Maybe a
2.
year and a half, maybe 2, because I remember before she ever got pregnant. And this is why I kind of feel a way about this whole situation when she got with the baby. The internet kind of was in an uproar. Not an uproar, but it was like whispers like, hey, you know, he kind of got these many baby mamas. You trying to be the next one?
And he out here punching chicks and
Punching
and
chicks in
slapping
the
chicks.
face. It's
Yeah, he
like-
kicked the
like-
chick in the face in the concert.
Yeah, so he was doing niggerish things.
If that ain't a red flag, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's a big red flag. So, and the thing is, because I'm too broke to deal with all of these rich people problems.
Here we go.
Same.
When the internet was telling her, hey, you might need to rethink this, she went along and dissed one of his baby mamas who's darker skinned, making a light skinned chick song.
Oh yeah, I
And-
remember that. I
Yeah,
remember
okay, so
that.
now, that was her.
So Daddy
That
Lee
was her.
is the complexionist. The girl is talking about.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
I remember that too.
Now she claims that she's Afro-Latina. Okay, great. But what I'm hearing is both of your parents look not Afro-Latina.
You know, you black men. You know, y'all.
Oh shit.
Y'all.
Tell us about ourselves, please. I'm here to listen. Let me take accountability.
Especially in the hip hop industry, y'all let people like Doja Cat come in, disrespect every motherfucking body, and y'all give them all these black cards. I don't care.
Okay, I'm gonna help you out with this one.
Revoked.
None of my niggas.
Listen to Doja Cat. There
No,
we go.
no, no. I listen to Doja Cat.
I will say this.
I listen to Doja Cat.
No,
None
I'm
of my
talking
niggas
about,
is
I'm
hyping
talking about
up
the hip
Doja
hop
Cat.
industry mainly. I'm talking about the hip hop industry
But,
mainly.
but who's running
just
that?
like we let J Lo say nigga. We let her say, "Look, them niggas they don't hear me though." You know, she said that on one of the songs.
I
Like
believe that was Ashanti.
she's
saying those vocals.
she's a straight.
Ashanti saying, let's give her credit. Let's give credit where credit is due.
Y'all mean I'm just saying, y'all let the Latino women and not black women y'all let them feel and act all these different ways, wear black women stuff and say nigga, call y'all nigga, and then when they done with y'all, they go back to their white family like y'all never even happened.
Okay, so
sometimes.
we don't let them do anything.
I mean,
Because like the women that you're saying, like we are not fans of them.
okay, all right. I just
Like
wanna
no,
say that.
like no, I don't know any dude. Like I could call 5 of my best friends now. Hey man, when the last time you been to a
He got
J Lo
5 best
concert?
friends? He got 5 best friends.
That's a
I
lot
got
of
a lot
best
of best
friends.
friends.
My
That's a
grandma
lot.
I'm
used to
very
say-
popular around here.
My
man.
grandma used to say, if you got a friend, okay, you know, maybe. If you got 2, but if you got 3, somebody lying. That's what you used to tell me.
I, mean,
Like,
I can call them. I can call my homeboys like, hey, when the last time you been to a J Lo concert? None of them niggas gonna be like, yeah, it's like 2007. It was the best concert ever. Like we'll go to a misogynist concert before we go to a women's concert, uplifting women. I'm sorry to say it like that.
So you're saying? So wait. Anyway, you say you don't feel bad for Darren Lee.
No. I feel bad for the situation. For her to have a baby at 3 months old and have the man that put that baby in you to say, I'm tired of your shit,
Get
go
out,
at
yeah.
3 o'clock in the morning.
That's bold.
A newborn
Sir,
baby.
That's
a
bold
newborn baby.
regardless.
Sir, he's trash for that.
Yeah,
If
he's
anything, bruh, what you do is you have enough money. Have a car coming. Hey, I got this little spot over here for you. It's not working out for you. It's not working out for both of us. Can you take my baby here? We'll talk about it in the morning. Or we'll talk about it, or wait till the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning is never a time to put a woman
But
out.
you know, I really do think if the baby wasn't worried about, what do you say?
Cancel culture?
Yeah, no. If he wasn't so worried about, what did he say at that concert? If you ain't in the back of the room sucking dick and all of that, if he wasn't so worried about that, I think he'd be a better guy. But I've been canceled him. I can't stand him, and like the fact that he be chewing gum, like, oh my god,
Let's talk about this gum chewing.
it
'Cause
irks
he
me,
been
yo.
getting
Like
it.
he was like he got out loud, was like, she ain't make me no pancakes,
That
but
would
I
piss
like
me off.
pancakes.
That would piss me off.
I'm like, man, oh my god, it just irritate the fuck out of me. Like I'd be like, dog.
I think we confused baby's intelligence with just how fast he can rap and how nice he is with his lyrics. We thought that he was really like a brilliant guy. Well, you know, he did have me fooled in the beginning because I mean, I thought, you know, the way he's rapping, you know, he's pretty articulate in the way he was saying things. I kind of had the Luda feel. You know, Luda's real intelligent. You know,
But Luda has done some stuff with his
but
child's
Luda's
mother.
nowhere near as nowhere. I
Okay,
would say them in the same
so
sentence.
I'm
Luda's
gonna tell you how Baby had a lot of people fooled, and this is from some of my self-proclaimed feminist black friends who call me trash and all of that, and you dumpster fire, all of that stuff.
I'm surprised.
When the Baby was letting out videos, oh, he's centering black women, and he's doing this and he's doing that, and the Baby, he's da 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 da. Okay, keep up with that because literally it's a trope that happens all the time. These feminist black women that be men are trash. Y'all will find a man that's great to y'all, and then over time, 18 months, he does some trash shit, and now you got to sit on that or you got to stand on that. Oh, this is what y'all should be like. This is what no, he put a woman out that had his child
Newborn.
at 3 a.m. He called the
That's
police
terrible.
on her. Now, this is one thing I do. I've had altercations with women I've been with. I've never called the police. I called your daddy on you. I had one. I called her daddy.
That's funny.
She was pissed. She was like, every time we go through some shit, you call my daddy. Either I'm going to call your daddy I'm gonna call your mama, but I'll never call the police because I don't want you calling the police on me.
I think as black people, we have this thing where, don't call the police. But I truly believe if you truly believe your life is in danger, and actually evaluate it, if you really believe your life is in danger, call the police.
My life wasn't in danger. I just wanted her to fuck out my house.
Okay.
Yeah. But as many chicks that...
And his life wasn't in danger. He's the baby.
Exactly.
I've seen her.
That's what I was getting at.
He could throw her across the room.
Well, right? I agree with that.
As many chicks as he done punched, he couldn't handle her. Like, he couldn't handle
Who knows what they were doing
but the
before?
thing is,
He probably did
shouldn't
put his
be-
hands on her. He probably did put his hands on her. Why do he look like he got a problem putting his hands on girls?
No, and that's one of the reasons. Okay, so this
For
is
no
how
reason?
I feel. Like, okay, he called the police because he probably knows if I don't call the cops, I'm gonna beat this bitch ass. Like, in his words, if I
It
don't call
sounded like
the
he was
cops.
trying to calm down. It did sound like he was trying to calm down, but who knows what happened before that whole thing. I mean, the thing is, it's unfortunate that a little baby was in that situation. I'm not talking about the baby. I'm talking about a real
A
baby.
little baby,
Yeah, that was
An actual infant.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
a post fetus.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
y'all. If y'all saw the video in these comments, tell me about what y'all feel about the situation. Or you all can give us a call. Let me know exactly.
But this is a learning situation for both parties. Sisters, if you see that this man has 4 failed relationships with women who have given him a child, who have risked their life,
Here we go.
do not try to be the 5th. Don't think you're going to change this grown-ass man.
First of all, 2 things can be bad at one time. Somebody can have not that great a taste in dating, and somebody can still be trash. Like, he can still be a trash baby daddy, a trash nigga. I mean, he's still shooting up clubs. Every time you shoot up the club, he's still trash.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if he has 4 mistakes on his record.
That's not, I mean, clearly she didn't care. She didn't care.
But that's what I'm saying. We need to stop and care. And that's on men's side too, because men will turn around and we'll see a woman that looks amazing. She looks great.
3 baby
she
daddies.
No, 3 baby daddies is cool.
6 baby daddies.
4, 5.
Hold
she got
on.
5 kids
Okay.
by 6 different men.
It doesn't matter to some men.
It does matter. You didn't even do the math when I
Some
just said
guys
that.
don't matter. Clearly, it don't matter because it didn't matter to the 4th, 5th, or 6th guy.
But don't be that stupid. Don't be the stupid 7th guy.
But
Why you gotta be stupid to be the 7th guy?
Because you gotta be stupid to fall in
Or
that
rich
situation.
and want a big family.
So it's funny y'all say that. So something happened to me the other day, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble because the person is my Facebook friend. But I knew this girl. I knew this girl for like.
a friend.
I knew this girl for like 10, 12 years. Mm-hmm. She had no kids when I met her, right?
Right.
Oh,
She's
God.
31.
Here we go.
Okay.
She got 7 kids, yo.
She's a queen. What a queen.
7 kids. And you know what she told me?
What a queen.
She risked her life 7 times to bring life into this earth. That's
Amen.
great.
She was talking about oral. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that. Okay, yeah. So that's what happened. But she.
What was his Facebook friend's name again? What was her name?
But you know what she said?
See, somebody's still interested.
The negotiating
See,
power was.
Told you.
It's just horrible, yo. I can't throw it under the bus. But I was like, damn. And they in an apartment. I can imagine being 7
So you
kids
saying
and
she
having
don't
an
have?
apartment.
Okay, so you saying she should be focused on? In your opinion, you say she should be focused on something else,
She should be focused
on
on
a bigger house for her kids.
Well, obviously, it's levels to everything. You know, you can't judge somebody where they at now, but it's like, golly.
Also, don't criticize her if you're not gonna help her. Don't criticize anybody if you're not gonna help them.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So I do apologize, universe. Don't bring the negative
Karma
energy to
on
my
me.
crystals. Don't bring the karma to my crystals.
I've
I'm
seen
going to
people-
recharge your crystal soon.
I've seen people with.
Palo Santos tonight.
I got some in the car. I got 4 sticks in the car. You got one, man.
Man.
I've seen people with 7 kids apiece come together and form a beautiful family. Okay,
That's great if y'all have 7 kids apiece.
if somebody
And
can
a
have 3, it could be
stadium.
3 and 7.
It's an unfair
You say a
advantage.
stadium?
It's an unfair advantage.
You say it's a stadium
Yes.
of people.
I said if you have what?
If you have a stadium,
That's cool if you have if you say
If
Seven
you have
apiece.
7 kids apiece.
14 kids.
and a stadium to live in. Yeah, you need a fucking.
Come on, that's 14 kids plus 2 adults.
and an aquarium for a bathtub.
all of the above. A zoo for the
You know,
backyard.
back then,
I feel bad. I feel like I'm judging people's lives, and I apologize if anyone is offended.
my grandma had 12 kids, okay, and she passed away having 13, okay. So, people back in the day that they intentionally
but
had
I would
those
say
kids.
this: back in the day, they intentionally had 7 kids.
They
No,
could
not
afford-
7.
Well, no, they couldn't
14.
afford it.
Because guess what? It was 14 by Big Mama, and Big Pa.
So we thought. We
don't
don't ever know.
So normally the way it works out is the dude.
I know all my
And
dad's
plus, they had a
siblings are
whole
young.
lot of times with nothing to do.
Right.
Like, come on, you seen it in Color Purple. What was they doing?
Or how about medical research wasn't as far as birth control and
I'm totally
as
against
far
birth
as,
control.
and was it
Only
one
birth
saying?
control.
Isn't that why the baby was mad? Because she ordered
Prophylactics
some
and-
birth control sent to the house? That's
The
what
baby,
I saw.
she said that the baby was upset that she got Plan B sent to the house, which means that she didn't want to get pregnant again. Which here we go, she's making progress. Y'all saying she should be thinking. I think she is. This situation at the least it looks like she's grown. I don't know. I haven't seen her too much footage of her, but I saw a video of her today. Sounds like she's kind of coming along. I mean,
Danny Lee, if you're listening, because I know that our radio waves go wide and loud. You should have had a backup plan.
the backup plan was the plan. I guess first.
No,
I mean,
the backup plan for leaving this man. If you know that this man is doing this, because this didn't just happen.
She was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
This didn't just happen.
because she
As the
did
baby said.
express that she is down and out right now, right?
You
Yeah,
down
so
and out.
we think-
you
she
down
said-
and out, and you
she
have a
said
baby
she-
by a millionaire.
That's what she's not down. I mean, she said that she was relying on him. She dropped a lot of things to be a mother.
That's because that song didn't do no hits.
We not gonna say that.
And how many other children does the baby have?
Probably 3 or 4. I don't know. He literally he can sell the teeth in his mouth, pay off my debt, and still have money to buy a Mercedes anyone he wants.
So he said, "I'm sorry to see that she had to go out like that, baby girl go out like that, but I still got a queen to raise."
You're trash for talking
He said that
about your child's mother like that. Stop doing that,
On
bro.
live.
they couldn't have been. I want to say they couldn't have been sober talking like this, but you know what?
They
Who
probably
knows?
couldn't have been sober, but I'm gonna say this: black men in particular. I'm not even talking about any other man. When a woman has your child, treat that woman the right way because she is risking her life to bring in something that is advancing your bloodline. She's literally doing that. As soon as she gets pregnant, she's risking her life. I'm a nurse. We can have doctors call in. We can have any of that happen. We can talk. We can go for the ones. Start treating that woman right. What he did was trash. 3 months in, look, I'm not working with you right now. We're not working together. He could have did that a better way. Sir, you could have done that a better way.
And he called her a side chick. Yo, that's the most disrespectful
Did you see the
thing.
pictures that they
Call
done
her
posted?
a
She
side
ain't no
chick.
side chick.
Yeah.
You busted in her. You had a baby. You had her in your. She's not a side chick.
And he took their
bruh.
family,
She's
her
somebody.
whole family, on a vacation.
He's not a side chick. She's not a side
She's
chick.
not a
She's
side
somebody. And his ego was hit up because she had a plan B. That's exactly what
I just
happened.
don't understand how he's still around. Yo, like he keep like you want to like forget about certain stuff that he do, but he keep doing shit.
You know why he's
keep
still
doing
around?
it.
He's around because he makes good music. That's why.
I don't even listen to his music no more.
It's on the
to be
radio.
honest.
That's why he's still around. People,
Yeah.
he's still around because he's giving
makes-
us bops and they play it all the time and it's ingrained in us.
Yeah.
When it come on, we still turning it up. So
Not me.
and money. How about this? Money makes the world go around. So he's making people money. So did we see right before the show started that she had a charge? She's been charged with assault. Damn.
That's love. That's love.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing to my baby mom. When I'm gonna get her a charge. Come on, baby, you trash, bro.
You said a charge or a charger?
No, a charger is for the baby daddy.
She got charged.
Got you.
Yeah, baby mamas they get
Police.
Ultimas.
I'm gonna get her a
I'm
charge.
like, damn, a charger ain't bad. You know,
The baby is immature.
was it a Hellcat?
The baby is immature.
The baby is immature.
The baby is immature.
That should have been the name of the damn podcast.
That should have been the name of the show. The baby
is
was being immature. So, did we cover everything with the baby? Well, he said he wants her peacefully removed, and after that, he promoted his concert. He promoted his
I mean, he
upcoming
got to promote
tour.
something because, like, the
His name was hot.
LGBTQ plus community shut his fucking money down for a good 3 months.
He supposedly partnered with some organizations and
He did.
got
Somebody
some
is-
quote unquote schooled on how to be a fucking decent human, which I don't know how people gotta how somebody teach you.
You can't school
that.
somebody on. You can't school a grown man on how to change his ways. Once a person reaches a certain age, they stuck in their ways. That's how I feel. It ain't no changing. They might act like it's a change, but bring that person back to that reality, and they gonna do it.
I think until it affects them like the way it needs to affect them. It doesn't have to necessarily be financially. It could be a loved one. It could be an experience. It could be just a sudden realization. But I know it has to be that person to actually decide.
Maybe, but I remember this. Tina Turner got with some movie producers and released What's Love Got to Do with It. Ike Turner got on TV and did an interview and said that when Tina was walking around sad, he would punch her in the fucking face or slap her to get her to act right. He said this after the movie release, after everybody hated his ass, and he said it like he thought it was right. You can't change these niggas.
Yeah.
Well, he's sick. First of all,
he's
he's really, really sick.
He was sick. He's dead now. He's the ultimate sick. You can't even give him no medicine. But he is. I'm sorry. Rest in peace.
I mean, I can laugh about that with Ike Turner. I don't care. Okay, I would stomp on his shit. I would go to his grave and kick his shit. I'd put some cake on his shit.
Eat the cake, Marci.
Yeah, just dump it, turn it over on his shit. I don't care, but
I don't even like cake.
But so yeah, the baby claims he was also a victim in this situation. I done been beat on, chased around like one of them Fatal Attraction type girls, but I know how to keep it together. I just want her peacefully removed. I'm focused on my project, coming on tour, blah, blah, blah.
Bruh, that's a whole millionaire problem. It's a regular dude problem. It's a millionaire problem. If anybody is putting their hands on me and I'm worth $1 million, I have the ability to get away from that person. You can buy a Ferrari and get away from that person as fast as you can.
This is what happened when people deal with each other for convenience. He dealt with her because she was convenient, and she dealt with him because probably he was
obviously
convenient.
she wasn't convenient enough because he needed some more convenience around.
I guess after she had the baby, she wasn't as convenient anymore, and now he's not that interested. Yeah. I'm interested to know what her charge would have been, what the charge is about.
It was assault.
It was assault.
I mean, what exactly happened?
She probably assault is literally you touching someone and them not wanting to be touched,
or smacking the phone out of his hand or something.
That could definitely be
boom. It's
assault.
probably it. It's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Well, now who's babysitting the baby?
And who brought up the charge? Did the police just bring up the charge? Because
babies raising babies. That was perfect.
You guys are laughing at his demise.
That was funny. Like that should have been named a podcast. Babies raising babies.
See, now we got all the titles in the podcast.
Yeah, I know, right? We should have talked before we started.
No, this is more genuine right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, moving on from that celebrity to the next one, we got our cousin that keeps embarrassing us. Our cousin Kanye. He said some things the other day on an interview.
Which I would say it was a great interview.
Okay.
I didn't watch
great interview.
Tell me a little bit about it. I didn't watch
it.
Too
Was
much of
him being the ultimate Kanye. But him being like a different Kanye. Like when we see Kanye, we don't see him smile as much.
Okay.
We don't see him be as active as much. If anything, he's like reserved and back. But like this Kanye was Kanye before he got signed. It was I'm bubbly, I'm this, I'm that. This was Pink Polo Kanye.
Did he lose the Kardashian accent? Because for a minute he was talking like this, and he was Kanye, and that's the way I talked. Now that was the way he was talking.
No,
he was Ye.
Yeah, he was Ye. He was very disrespectful. He was everything that Kanye says Kanye is.
He was a little too disrespectful. I don't like what he said about Big Sean.
I don't like Big Sean. If you're listening, because I know that our airwaves get everywhere. Again, like I said,
I hope you're listening, Big Sean.
Big Sean, I'm all on your side because the way I heard it, Big Sean came up to Kanye at the radio station by a stroke of luck. He freestyled some amazing stuff. It might have been corny then, but it was amazing enough for Kanye to take notice. Kanye brought you along. I'm gonna give you a little bit of history.
He worked hard to gain Kanye's presence
in Kanye's presence. Check this out. This is how deep I'm gonna go back. If anybody remembers Pat Piff used to be with Big Sean. I was at Cass Tech. Big Sean battled me and beat my ass right outside of Miss Hook's Green's class. Big Sean can rap. Big Sean has been rapping.
He was at Cass. I heard he was an English legend, literary legend up in there.
Big Sean brought me out of a poetry group and roasted him. He got me.
Hold on, so you rap?
I used to freestyle.
You don't rap no more?
No, I don't.
I do. What's up?
I shoot niggas now who ask me if I rap.
Oh, damn.
No, but so Big Sean, he gets there, he freestyles. Kanye is like, oh, okay, great. You know, I'll bring you along. I'll teach you this. I'll teach you that, blah, blah, blah. Kanye gives Big Sean an advance. That's not a big enough advance. Either it was $1,500 or $15,000, but it's not big enough to say that I'm on good music at this time. Not with,
Was that little gray area? That little gray area time where we kind of was like, is he with him or is he not?
It was a slight gray area time because Big Sean was releasing mixtapes. He did Finally Famous. He was doing
With
all of that.
Lagombo and them.
Yep. He was doing all of that. He was making great fucking music. I
I
love
wonder what
those.
Lagombo is now.
I don't know. But he was doing great music, wonderful stuff. But Kanye wasn't letting him out. The reason why Kanye let him out, Kanye did. Big Sean did a free. I'm sorry for snapping. Big Sean did a freestyle off of Drake's "Say You Will." I want to say Consequence had told him to do that. Consequence saved Big Sean from getting dropped. Kanye was gonna drop Big Sean because Big Sean was telling the truth. You signed me. You got me sitting here on the shelf. Everybody else is passing me. I need you to do what you said you need to do. Mm-hmm. Big Sean did that. Big Sean has made great albums, great things, all of that shit. Mm-hmm. Big Sean has made you money. You claim that you're worth $9 billion. A lot of people claim that you owe Big Sean $3 million to $6 million.
And he humble.
And
he
his
hush
masters.
about it. He not even.
And his masters. If you owe, you know what? Pay me. If you're not gonna pay me, give me a house. Buy me $6 million worth of cars. But make this right because you claim you got all this money. It should be a drop in the bucket for you to make this right. It shouldn't be we don't have the money, especially when you call in, which we're gonna talk about that. When you texting Kim Kardashian, Jay-Z, whoever else, and telling them I'm worth all of y'all combined, worth more than all
You
of y'all
said you
combined.
tweeting this kind of stuff.
Or
Come
give me
on.
some Yeezy stock.
Or give me some Yeezy stock, like you're gonna give Beans, who Beans disrespected you and called you all types of sexual orientation slurs. It was ready, but Beans did save his life that time in the club. I heard, but still, Kanye was wrong. Kanye was really, really wrong.
It wasn't just Big Sean. He said that about. He said it also about. Well, he said Big Sean was one of his was one of his biggest mistakes signing him because of one little thing he said.
The Trump thing.
Yeah, he didn't support me when I was supporting Trump or something like that.
No, none of us did.
Not a soul. So you have other feelings towards Big Sean. You need to get off your chest. I don't know if you're jealous. You want to be Big Sean. I think he's fascinated by Big
Kanye's
Sean.
a hug, man.
And
I think he's infatuated
I'm
with
gonna
Sean.
tell Kanye because I know Kanye is listening because we have such a great wide audience.
Okay.
Kanye, the reason that we didn't support you when you put on that red hat is because years before you stood right next to Michael Myers and told us that George Bush doesn't like black people. Yeah. And then for you to turn around and you groveling at this white man's feet, you treat him like he the best thing since sliced bread. He's Jesus' second coming. You so stupid that you gave us your password to your iPhone when you typed it in. You're not even protecting yourself, bruh. Kanye, that's why we weren't rocking with you because you were a different person. It wasn't even the music was different. It wasn't your action was different. You turned into a different person, Kanye. That's what you did.
It's like he
So
morphed.
Sean couldn't rock with that. Sean couldn't rock with this is the guy that I know that did. Guess what? You did change my life. You did meet my mom, but this is the guy I introduced to my mom. The same guy who we helped the blacks. I hate. First off, politicians, stop saying the blacks. That sounds racist
First
as
things
fuck.
first. Stop saying the blacks.
Yeah.
Yes, the blacks.
He should have started off his segment with
Now,
that. Like,
this man, your fan base, your main fan base is urban people. This man don't like urban people. Look at his track record. And you groveling at this man. That's why we didn't support you.
And he was trying to be some kind of genius or eclectic by following, trying to follow Trump. But he did look foolish. After a while, he said, "Oh, Trump bamboozled me."
he looked
So I mean, how about this?
brainwashed.
I can't really. I jump back and forth in between charging him with stupidity or not because I'm like, is he sick? Like, is he sick or is he really being an asshole? Or is he sick? Should he really be somewhere?
both.
You know,
He's really no, he's not sick. He's really being an asshole. And the thing is, people sit there.
he's being an asshole. I think it's both, but I don't permit it.
No,
permit it.
but the thing is, even if you're sick, I was reading this copy of a tweet the other day. Like, even if you have like a mental situation, you still owe those people that you had that mental situation an apology. For years,
And peace.
I've heard that people were like, "Oh, well, I had this breakdown, and I'm not going to apologize." No, you have to
You
apologize.
have to apologize for.
I might be parking and I bump into your car just because I wasn't able to park right and I bumped in your car doesn't mean I shouldn't apologize. I should get out, see what makes it right. You apologize to this man. Do something, but you have way more than a bigger problem than Big Sean not liking your political situation.
Yes, he has an issue with Big Sean.
Because Big Sean has been on his political stuff. He never changed up. You changed up. And I understand that it's a money situation. Money situation can definitely make you a Republican. It could be 4 people in this room right now, and it's only 4 people in this room right now who may be Republican. But are we running around here spouting it and hating and doing all of this stuff. No, we not sitting there. And then Kanye,
He likes a certain attention. He likes a certain type
he
of
does.
attention.
You ran for president. You ran for president, and guess what you did? You sat and told a secret that should have really stayed between you and your wife. Yeah. You told the whole world, I was going to abort my baby, and you cried about it. You think that shows strength to potential voters? Not saying that this man is weak for showing emotions, but still, that's something I'm not telling the whole world.
Oversharing.
Yeah.
Oversharing.
He don't
So
care,
When people
though.
get in the manic state, sometimes they overshare. And
So
I think
you
he
think-
goes through these manic phases on Twitter sometimes where he's just talking too
Oh,
much.
yes.
He don't care.
Yes.
Yeah. He said, what did he say?
My girl is famous off of a homegrown movie. That's what he said in one of his verses.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But still, like, come on now.
He said that?
Yeah.
Well,
He don't care. Like it's.
I mean,
It's fun to look at.
it's the truth, but I guess it's the truth. And if that's their kind of humor, then whatever, you know.
But that is certain shit should be said.
Man.
I mean, he's a word artist, so he said.
He's not a word artist. He's a great producer, but we all know that Kanye got writers.
Oh, well, half the songs don't have words on them, so I mean, he's making. I mean, he's definitely doing his music. All these people have ghost writers,
No, we
ghost
ain't gonna
whatever
say that.
at some
We ain't gonna
point.
say that.
At some point, right?
I mean, I ain't had no ghostwriter. I was the greatest ever for sure.
Well,
We're gonna move right along. But
wait,
Kanye friends.
huh?
Kanye, he's the wrong type of friend to have.
Before we get to that, I just want to say that Big Sean was invited to that show that Kanye was on.
Mm-hmm.
I can't read and talk at the same time.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
That Kanye was. You read it for me, then you say it. The show that Kanye was on, when he said all this, they asked Big Sean to be on the next. He said, "Oh, Kanye must have been on there talking too much mess." So, yes, I can't wait to get on that show. My question is, what do you all think Big Sean will say when he gets on there?
I will tell you this: Big Sean has been brought with a lot of controversy, and he has a great PR team.
Yeah.
I've never seen him talk like super bad out of turn. Like even when he had the current situation where, he made a song like "I Don't Fuck With You."
Okay, he's gonna make a song.
No.
And I'll look forward to that.
No, let me finish this one. He made the song "I Don't Fuck With You." He made it for a certain person. That certain person passed.
Yeah.
A lot of people were mad at him for making that song. When in reality, he already talked about he already talked with the person that they made the song about. They laughed about it.
She died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She died.
I forgot.
She got
accident.
lost on a boat.
She drowned.
Yeah, she drowned on a boat.
Her,
And the baby was on the boat, I think.
Man, I
she's
need
trying to save her son,
I
and
need
then
to
she.
start watching the news, yo.
Yeah, TMZ for sure.
Or
Like,
not.
Just have it have a TMZ feed, and you got
On
it.
Twitter?
No, a TMZ feed. Like they should have an app or something.
Yeah,
Man, what the?
we'll check that out.
Yeah.
But he had that situation. He handled that like in a great PR type of way because he could have definitely handled it a lot different.
Big Sean's, he was always
He's
a little
smart.
mature. He's
He's
always
smart.
mature for his
Yeah.
age, you see. I mean, he ain't no dummy, from the D, went to Cass,
Yeah, he's not a dummy at all.
not a dummy.
That's a great song, by the way. That got me through a couple breakups.
A couple.
I don't fuck with
Yeah.
you. I think a lot of us through a lot of separations,
Yeah,
whether it was
yeah,
a
for sure.
job, a breakup, or something. I think that song got a lot of people through a lot of trying times. That's why Kanye needs to shut the fuck up. Because
Yeah, and then he
ultimately,
talked
he would
about
write
John
circles.
Legend.
He would rap and write circles around Kanye if he sat down there and really.
And I don't even think Big Sean would talk bad about Kanye.
And I don't
not
think
that kinda
either. I
guy.
think
And that shows a level of growth, though.
He's not that kind of guy.
Yeah, because like even with the situation, he's like, "Hey, because also Joe Budden, you are my top 5 rapper for sure." But
Really?
Joe Budden is a lyrical monster.
Okay, I mean, I
Yeah.
haven't heard him in a long time, but yeah.
Because he retired. That's what happens.
Slaughterhouse.
Yeah,
He just talks shit on his podcast now.
he talks shit on records too, but it's emotional and it's great. You should listen.
Okay,
I'll help you out one day.
thank you.
You said that Sean shouldn't have said anything, but this is the same man, Joe Budden. I'm sorry to break off of that, but Joe Budden, when Def Jam wasn't treating you right, you dedicated a good list of songs dissing Joe Budden. I mean, dissing Def Jam. You created a few songs dissing Jay-Z, which Jay-Z barely responded. I think the only thing Jay-Z said about Joe Budden was "button up," and that was enough. Like literally, like on a comeback album also. So the thing is, when someone talks bad about you in public, you should definitely respond in public. Oh, he shouldn't have said nothing because that man changed your life. I don't need the type of friends that if you change my life, you're gonna let everybody know that you changed my life.
Yep.
I don't need that because if I guess what? Stay where you at.
Because why
You can never repay them.
Stay
never.
where you at.
But what
Yeah, I mean, why? Because why are you genuinely trying to help me out, or are you doing it for accolades or
For clout.
to feed your saviorism complex?
a lot of people do that though. Like they'll do something for you just to say that they did it for you. You know, and I think Kanye was out of line.
Very out of line.
Talking about I helped this man's family. I changed his family's life. Hold on, man. Like, relax.
And the crazy
dude.
thing is, like, if he said that to certain people's face, you wouldn't be you would have to get up.
He would not be able to say that to Big Sean's
That's
face.
what Soulja Boy said. Like, I was just with this man, and he didn't say anything.
That's what Big Sean said. I was just with you. You ain't had none of this energy.
Yeah.
So Big Sean said he can't wait to get on the show. I mean,
that's gonna be interesting.
It is gonna be interesting.
It is gonna be.
I don't know exactly when it airs.
And the thing is, Big Sean has a lot to talk. Big Sean, first off, congratulations. Can we get a hand clap or an applause for Big Sean for creating your own record label and stepping away from somebody that you feel is toxic? A lot of us, we don't have the opportunity to do that. We'll sit there and we'll work a job where we know more. We'll say it. I know more about this job than the person who's running the job. But we don't walk out and run the job ourselves.
Or in a relationship, like Danny Lee, and not being able to leave because of the toxicity
and putting yourself in that situation. Big Sean could have literally wasted his money and squandered it, but he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna take this," and he he did some stuff with his mental health and said, "Hey, I'm gonna do this." Danny Lee, I really think that in any person, when you're getting in a relationship, I hate to talk bad about people in relationships, but have that plan B to where if something don't go right, you can drop that shit in 60 seconds and go. Have that plan B.
Take care of yourself is what you're saying.
Yeah, take care of yourself. Don't be that. I'm gonna stay at home and I'm gonna be an at-home wife. If
or a man or woman at home, anything.
At home, anything.
Unless you're at home making whatever. I mean, if you're making if you have your own ass at the end of the day, because the person you with can have your back all they want, but even if they pass away, then what happens? You know.
Ooh, man.
So it's really
Rap City.
That's really
that's true story.
We're praying for you, Danny Lee. We definitely praying for you, girl.
She'll get picked up because you know what happens.
She can pick herself up.
Yeah, but what happens is, I never understood this, but rappers will date other rappers' baby mamas, and it's like cool an inner community.
I think it's a Hollywood sport.
I don't know, but she'll get picked up.
I'm gonna say you this much. I don't think it's that. It's just like the people that you're around and the circles you're around, because we were just talking about. Oh, we got 2 minutes?
1 to 2 minutes. Yeah, actually, we might be done. But yeah.
You know what? This gonna be part 2 next Monday for sure.
Okay, we go part 3. Continuation.
Because this is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, we can start with talking about self-sufficiency.
I thought Brittany was gonna call and cuss me out, yo, because I stayed up all last night till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Seconds. She can call right now. She can step away from that family emergency.
Brittany, is you out there? You gonna call? Cuss Reno out.
Because
I don't think she's here.
I practice in the mirror, like, hold up. Let me take my crystals off. You know what I'm saying?
Before we go, I would like to thank all of the viewers and listeners who tuned in. I appreciate you so much. Guys.
There we go.
Everybody for tuning in. Thank you. I knew this was going to be a good one.
Thank you, Marci, for inviting me here.
Yeah, thank you, Reno and Ricky, for spending y'all's time, your 1 hour with me.
Yes.
Period. Because...
Have mercy.
In memory of Cecily, we're going to say, we're going to do the exit song. It's who sings it? Chloe Bailey?
I don't know.
Booty so big, Lord.
Have mercy. And I said, have mercy.
On this podcast show. Thank y'all for tuning in. Good night.
Take care.
Next Monday, 8.
Wear your mask.